From the very moment we draw our first breath, the world endeavors to define the boundaries of our capabilities. Yet, across the annals of history, there are those exceptional individuals who have boldly defied these boundaries, showcasing extraordinary abilities that not only astound, but also inspire. Their remarkable talents span a wide spectrum, from the artistic to the physical. What if the extraordinary, against all odds, is concealed within the ordinary? Join us as we show you 17 rare humans with abilities that will shock you. While super strength is usually the stuff of comic books, the extraordinary power displayed by Liam Hofstra from infancy shows it can manifest in real life under the right genetic conditions. Thanks to a rare genetic mutation causing extremely low levels of the protein myostatin, Hofstra was dubbed the Mini Hulk for the eye-popping strength and muscularity he exhibited even as a toddler. Born in Michigan in 2005, Liam astounded doctors as early as 5 months old by doing full chin-up pulls and standing unassisted. By 8 months, he could walk up and down stairs without help. At 3 years of age, Liam could perform multiple angled push-ups without breaking a sweat, casually hang from pylons, and even piggyback his father for a 30-minute uphill hike. Hofstra's strength exceeded that of most adults, let alone children his age. The source of Liam's power comes from his lack of myostatin, as revealed in testing when he was 5. Myostatin is a protein that inhibits muscle growth and prevents muscles from becoming too large. Those deficient in myostatin experience dramatically increased muscle density and strength. Researchers found that Liam had much lower myostatin levels than normal, freeing his muscles to balloon in size and power. Now a teenager, Liam can deadlift over 210 pounds, bench press 155 pounds, and squat lift over 240 pounds, well in excess of his body weight. Footage shows him effortlessly crunching sit-ups with the six-pack of a professional bodybuilder. He can also grip squeeze challenges that no one else can budge. According to his mother, the true extent of Liam's strength remains unknown. They stopped testing the limits of his power to avoid injury. As Liam continues to mature, his myostatin deficiency may lead to even greater raw power. While labeled autistic and epileptic, Daniel Tammet manifests astonishing savant abilities that overturn stereotypes. His facility with numbers, memory, and languages, paired with synesthetic sensory perception, exemplify the extraordinary gifts that can accompany neurological differences. Born in England in 1979, Tammet displayed prodigious aptitudes from childhood. Despite challenges like impaired social skills, he experienced early seizures but exhibited savant talents like reciting over 20,000 decimal places of pi from memory. Tammet's numerical fluency extends beyond rote memorization, however. He has an intuitive, almost emotional sense of numbers relationships. Remarkably, Tammet visually perceives integers as complex, multi-dimensional landscapes with unique textures, shapes, and colors due to synesthesia. While most see numbers as just abstract symbols, they exist for him as intricate, dynamic entities pulsing with their own personalities. This synesthetic perception enables feats like learning new languages rapidly by intuiting words' underlying numerical properties. Tammet proves brains need not be wired typically for genius to emerge. Where many see disability, his mind overflows with latent gifts and singular talents. Neurodiversity's atypical connections can unlock natural brilliance less constrained by conventional limitations.
Kim Peek represents a one-of-a-kind savant phenomenon, possessing a flawless memory that absorbed over 12,000 books verbatim throughout his life. Peek's astonishing recall and syncretic knowledge exemplify the towering heights possible when neurological differences unlock dormant mental gifts. Born in Utah in 1951, Peek's brain diverged from typical anatomy due to macrocephaly and damaged corpus callosum. Despite grim prognosis, his intellectual capacities eventually blossomed, revealing uncanny memorization and connection-making abilities. Peek could read pages of text once and recite them perfectly, even decades later. But he didn't just accumulate facts, he linked disparate details into an integrated mosaic of understanding. Doctors were astounded that Peak absorbed information so rapidly across subjects like history, math, geography, sports statistics, literature, and more. He could recite random entries and associated data entirely from memory. When asked about a date centuries past, Peak could instantly respond with contextual trivia. His mental library exceeded 12,000 volumes, entirely committed to flawless recall. Equally remarkable was Peak's ability to identify patterns between far-flung facts. Though unable to button a shirt, he could connect the atomic weight of rubidium with its year of discovery and chief mining locales, for example. He drew links between diverse topics, leading to profound insights. Peak saw information not in isolation, but as a unified web of meaning. Tragically, Peak's gifts came at a cost. His handicaps made everyday life difficult and social interaction uncomfortable. Yet through public appearances, he found purpose in sharing his talents. Peak's legacy lives on as the inspiration for the classic film Rain Man. Blinding speed meets pinpoint precision in Issa Machi, heir to Japan's ancient samurai legacy. As an Iaido master, his sword skills verge on precognition, able to slice targets accelerating faster than perception should allow. Machi embodies the exquisite edge attainable when mind and movement operate as one. Born in 1963, Machi practiced martial arts extensively, achieving high ranks in karate, but his true passion lay with Japan's elegant sword traditions. After dedicated training, Machi attained abilities surpassing textbook techniques. His slicing prowess exhibits almost extrasensory control and timing. In demonstrations of superhuman focus, Machi has cut airborne targets like bullets, lotus flowers, and bamboo shoots without nicking them. Slow-motion footage reveals Machi's feats aren't just speed. They combine decisive action with seemingly impossible reaction times. He appears to anticipate trajectories before they occur. His sword doesn't just meet the target exactly, but aligns to its hidden meridian in the instant it appears. Such skill exceeds simple athleticism.
Alain Robert, nicknamed the French Spider-Man, perplexes audiences worldwide with his ability to scale towering skyscrapers using just his bare hands and climbing skills, without ropes, harnesses, or any safety equipment. Robert relies solely on fingertip grip strength to ascend hundreds of feet into the air. This daredevil climber has tackled over 100 of the tallest buildings and monuments on the planet. Born in 1962 in Valence, France, Robert discovered a passion for climbing as a young boy. He honed his skills scrambling up rocks, trees, and buildings in the area. As a teenager, he began street performing by scaling local structures for onlookers. His hobby soon became an obsession. In the 1980s, he pioneered free solo climbing up skyscrapers, starting with France's tallest tower. Robert's extensive climbing experience, natural talent, and finger and arm strength let him achieve the impossible. Some of Robert's most famous climbs include scaling the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building, Petronas Twin Towers, and Burj Khalifa, often several times. He has also tackled landmarks like the Sydney Opera House, Montparnasse Tower, and Golden Gate Bridge, though his climbs are always illegal. He continues undaunted at age 60, motivated by the pursuit itself more than fame or fortune. His only climbing gear is a bag of chalk dust to keep his hands dry. The Sadhu Prahlad Jani claims a supernatural feat most consider impossible, surviving over 7 decades without any food or water, sustained purely by spiritual power. Devotees regard him as a breatharian who lived for years in a divine state, free of hunger or thirst. Born in 1929 in Charata, India, Jani left home at age 7 to pursue a mystic's path, renouncing worldly needs. By his late teens, he claimed cessation of food and water intake, saying the goddess Amba sustained him indefinitely. For the next 75 years, Jani allegedly consumed nothing at all. In 2003, after 15 days under strict observation, medical exams showed Jani's metabolism remained normal without signs of dehydration. Doctors conceded he endured through extreme fasting and fluid restriction. Skeptics consider breatharianism physically impossible. The body inevitably wastes away without nutrients or water. However, Johnny's case remains an extraordinary account of adapting to deprivation through spiritual devotion. While deemed unattainable, he apparently pushed human endurance boundaries and flirted with the miraculous. Johnny passed away in 2019 at the age of 90. His life evokes timeless tales of yogis transcending mortal demands.
Mr. Eat Everything. In the world of outrageous eating feats, no one tops the French entertainer Michel Lotitito, who earned the nickname Mr. Eat Everything for his ability to consume metal, glass, and other objects that should be impossible to swallow. While most humans could barely stomach an aluminum can, Lotitito could happily snack on bicycles and shopping carts thanks to his extraordinary digestive tract. Born in 1950 in Grenoble, France, Lotitito discovered his unusual talent as a teenager when he began eating shards of glass and fragments of metal without any harm. Doctors found that he possessed an abnormally thick stomach lining and powerful digestive acids that allowed him to consume almost anything. For most people, chewing through metal, wood, or plastic could cause severe internal lacerations and toxicity, but Lotitito's stomach was virtually indestructible. Capitalizing on his special gift, Lotitito began performing public eating demonstrations that pushed the boundaries of belief. No mundane foods for him. He preferred a diet of nails, razor blades, broken light bulbs, and lit cigarettes to shock the crowds. In 1966, his first major feat was consuming an entire bicycle over 2 years, piece by metal piece. In 1980, Lotitito stepped it up by downing an entire television set. 2 years later, he exceeded that by scarfing down a shopping cart. Neither gave him any trouble going down. By this point, people were hailing his stomach as a chemical reactor able to dissolve almost anything with its powerful secretions. Lotitito's most legendary accomplishment came in 1997 when, at age 42, he consumed an entire Cessna 150 light aircraft. Never one to shy from a challenge, Lotitito dismantled and ate the entire plane except the frame and engine, including the glass windows, tires, and aluminum siding. It took roughly 2 years to fully consume the estimated 1,500 pounds of metal and rubber. Amazingly, despite a diet high in indigestible materials, Lotitito suffered no ill health effects apart from feeling sluggish after large meals. His only side effects seemed to be strange metallic burps and the occasional intestinal blockage after swallowing odd-shaped metal chunks. Doctors surmised his gut may have developed an unusual ability to compartmentalize toxic metals, preventing wider poisoning. Sadly, Lotitito died of natural causes in 2007 at the age of 57, ending the career of one of history's most unlikely eating champions.